So, have you done cases where you just fix the childhood or you just help them to recover there and their PCOS has been released or cleared it out?
Yes, there have been cases. However, this is not only about inner child per se. So I wanted to add some more components into it. It is not. It is primarily inner child healing. But when we choose to come into this existence, we choose to come into a particular lineage. The role of epigenetics is also very, very critical. How our parents were, how they were treating us, how they were being treated by their parents. And that is why ancestral and transgenerational traumas via DNA flows through epigenetics. So now we have a full-fledged stream of science talking about how the traumas of our ancestors, maybe perhaps 10 generations back, is affecting who we are right now. That's science, that's epigenetics.
Yeah.
So when we are referring to all of that, we also have to understand what kind of traumas our parents have gone through, what kind of traumas our ancestors have gone through, and that is how Akashic Records gets into the picture. And also, especially if you're a woman, there are a couple of things that we tend to question when we are having a client who is coming with a PCOS issue. Number one question is, what were the emotional state of the person when the PCOS was either first diagnosed or the first symptoms, whether in teenage or in early adulthood, it was happening. So, what was the emotional state? What kind of experience was the girl going through? Then we tend to dive deeper into what were the elements in the family. Was she allowed to express her true authentic self, or was she tried to curb down by her parents, by her caretakers, by societal conditioning for that matter? And then we know even deep down, deeper to understand what were the emotions of the mother when she was conceiving that particular child, when the child was only in the womb. That's what birth reimprinting is all about, right? So if the mother was already feeling that the father is away and there's nobody to take care of her, and because she's a woman and she can't do this, she can't do that, so all that anxiety is bound to become a part of the girl's DNA, and she's more prone to develop hormonal imbalances. The certain other cases where we had certain with certain clients, it was also identified that because they were suppressed, they had to elevate the masculinity. They had to become either violent and like a rebel, or they had to take certain roles which were much mature as compared to what they ideally should be. They were basically, there's some people who are comforters, so to speak. So they take everything onto themselves. Okay, mom, you don't cry, I will not do like this. So they're suppressing themselves, right? So all those suppressions also happen. And we all know in today's generation, we are still better off, but our mothers have gone through a difficult, age altogether. Our grandparents have gone through a even difficult stage of life. And then, because at that point in time, the social taboos and the gender divide was so vast. So all of that as a part of our ancestral karma also becomes a part of our DNA, and we manifest these kind of hormonal imbalances.
Absolutely, that's very nice. And so even